Hello there and welcome to the channel. I'm Jenny and I've been on the carnivore diet since December 2022. One way that I'm able to stay so consistent on the carnivore diet is by doing a keto cheat meal once a month. And today I'm going to share with you the 3 recipes that my husband and I are going to be enjoying later this evening. First, I'm going to be making some 4 cheese jalapeno poppers with jalapenos fresh from my garden. Next, I'm going to share with you this really simple keto carnivore flatbread recipe. It would technically be considered carnivore if you include dairy, but since we exclude dairy in our version, this is a cheat for us. Finally, I'm going to mix up a delicious basil vinaigrette to go over a simple salad. All of these items are going to be served alongside some ribeyes and some pork chops, and I can't wait to show you how to put this meal together. Before we start cooking, I have not had my electrolytes yet today, so let's do that first. I've tested out a lot of different electrolyte brands, and lately I've been enjoying Element, and I'm very happy to announce that Element is the sponsor of today's video.
Element is a delicious, easy-to-use electrolyte mix that has everything you need and nothing you don't. I'm using the unsweetened and unflavored version most of the time, but they have 8 flavors to choose from, and they all have 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. When I first started the carnivore diet, I was drinking electrolytes several times a day, and it really helped me get through the worst of my keto flu, carnivore flu symptoms. I love the taste so much that I've continued drinking electrolytes at least once a day, and I'm in month 9 of the carnivore diet. I love that Element has no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, and no gluten. It's a product I can get behind.
Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serving packets free with any Element order. This is a great way to try all of their flavors or to share some with family and friends, and you can only get this deal through my link. So head over to drinkelement.com/JennyMiddich. That is DRINKLMNT.com/JennyMiddich. The link is in the description below. Now that I've got my beverage, we can start with the jalapeno poppers. These are the most labor-intensive item. I've got a bunch here that I picked earlier today, green and red. I don't know if you know, but jalapenos turn red if they are on the vine for long enough. So we're going to do a mix of the two. Just get 8 of the largest jalapenos you can find.
So we have our fresh jalapenos, and I am first going to put on some gloves because these jalapenos are potent. We're going to pick 8 of the largest jalapenos and cut them lengthwise. And then we're going to de-seed them and get the membranes out too. Feel free to leave some of the membranes if you want the poppers to have a little bit more heat. Now we're going to put these aside and work on the filling. The base of the mix is cream cheese, so I have an 8-ounce container of full-fat cream cheese. Next, I'm going to be grating some sharp cheddar, about 1 cup's worth. I always shred my own cheese to avoid the anti-caking agents that are typically in pre-shredded cheeses. We're going to add this 1 cup of shredded cheddar to my bowl, and now we're going to work on grating half a cup of Parmesan cheese, and then throwing in 2 ounces of plain goat cheese. If you don't like one or several of these cheeses, just substitute in something that you do like. I did the Parmesan and the goat cheese because they have a nice bite to them, and I thought they would up the complexity of the flavor profile. I should have left the cream cheese on the counter for a while before I started, but I forgot, so I'm going to nuke it for 30 seconds or so in the microwave to soften it up. Now I will add the 4 cheeses together, and then I'm going to add 3 garlic cloves, some salt, some pepper, and just the tiniest bit of onion powder. If you add too much onion powder, it can overwhelm the mixture, so make sure you're careful. Gloves are back on, and it's time to fill these jalapenos. I just use a spoon and fill them up. Next, you're going to fry up 4 pieces of bacon and then crumble that up and put some on top of each popper. I can fit 8 halves in my air fryer, so I'm going to set that for 9 minutes at 370 degrees.
While those are cooking, I'm gonna start the keto flatbread.
Let's start by preheating the oven to 425 degrees. Then I am going to prep the baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. I like these sheets because they are pre-cut to fit the baking sheet perfectly. We're going to put the baking sheet to the side and mix up the ingredients. We're using 3 eggs, some full-fat Greek yogurt, and some full-fat mozzarella cheese. I'll get these eggs cracked into the bowl, and it sounds like our jalapenos are done. These are looking great. I'm going to put them in the toaster oven to stay warm until we're ready to eat. I'm going to grate up this mozzarella cheese, and we are looking for 1 cup. Let's add that to the eggs. And then we are going to use 1 cup of Greek yogurt, and then we can combine everything. The mix comes together easily, and it's truly one of the most simple, most delicious recipes you can make. I'm going to pour the batter onto the baking sheet as one big flatbread. You can make several mini-sized ones if you want to. I probably should have added the salt and pepper into the batter, but I'm just going to add that now. And you can add garlic powder, herbs. I could imagine this going really well with an Indian dish like garlic naan, but for today we're just using salt and pepper, and we're going to bake it for 20 minutes at 425 degrees.
We're gonna let that cook for 20 minutes. I just put the second batch of jalapenos into the air fryer, so now while both of those are cooking, let's make the salad and the basil vinaigrette.
First, let's build this salad. I buy containers of spring mix and butter crunch lettuce, and I mix those together. Then I'm going to peel a cucumber and cut that up. Next are the green onions, and finally a whole avocado. Our flatbread is done. Let's pull this baby out of the oven. Oh man, that looks delicious. I'll just put this on top of the toaster oven for the time being. Now we're going to get this avocado onto the salad, and I'm going to wrap it up and put it in the fridge until we are ready to eat. Let's cut this flatbread while it's still warm. I like to cut it into strips, but you can do whatever works for you. Finally, let's put together this basil vinaigrette. I've got some fresh basil from my garden. I'm going to tear off 2 cups worth. Make sure you're pressing that down nicely, and we're going to add that to my little bullet here. Then we are going to press 2 cloves of garlic through the garlic press. Next, we're going to dice up some shallot and add 2 tablespoons. It looks like I only have a little bit left after I added the 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to add in the rest. Now we are going to juice a lemon and take 2 teaspoons of the juice, and then we are going to add a tablespoon of white wine vinegar and a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. You can use whatever vinegar you like. I think maybe even an apple cider vinegar would taste good in this. Now, half a cup of olive oil, some salt and pepper, and we can mix this up.
All right, let's give this dressing a try. I think I might need to doctor it up a little bit. Ooh, that's really good. I think it needs a little bit more olive oil, a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit more lemon. I don't know. Delicious. That's good.
After doctoring up the dressing a little bit more, we are ready to get this meat seasoned. My husband Goran is using salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and then slapping this meat on the grill. After a few minutes, it's time to eat. The 4 cheese jalapeno poppers have 24 grams of carbs total, and this makes 4 servings, so 6 grams of carbs per serving. The Keto Flatbread has 10 grams of carbs total, and we each eat half, so 5 grams of carbs per serving. The simple salad that I made has 4 servings. It's 36 grams of carbs total, so 9 grams of carb per serving. And the basil vinaigrette, I made about a cup's worth of it. It is about 10 servings and about 1.3 grams of carbs per serving. This is a simple cheat meal to put together, and I've found that it helps me to stay consistent on the carnivore diet while still enjoying some of my favorite foods. I love vegetables, so this works really well for us. I want to say a special thanks to my gold and platinum members. If you're interested, you can click on the link in the description and learn about the benefits of a channel membership. And of course, be sure to get your free sample pack with any Element electrolyte purchase over at drinkelement.com/JennyMiddich. That's DRINKLMNT.com/JennyMiddich, and that link is in the description as well. It was super fun to cook with you today, and I will see you next time.